Hello everyone, this is Dr. Madhushri Chatterjee and welcome to MC Biology classes. Today I'm going to start a new series and yes, I have named it as Quizology. Okay, so yes, we are starting with our first question of Quizology session 1. Question number 1 says, during enzymatic reactions, enzyme substrate complex is option A facultative and transient formation, option B, an obligatory and transient formation, option C, a facultative and permanent formation, option D, an obligatory and permanent formation. Now, how to solve this kind of questions? See what happens during enzyme substrate reaction. Enzyme substrate complex formation is a transient formation. Why? Because enzyme substrate complex is further broken down to enzyme and product. That means enzyme substrate complex is not a permanent one, right? So it's a transient one. So yeah, this is transient formation. So we may easily remove option C and D. Now between option A and B, which one is the correct option? See, facultative and obligatory. What do we mean by these two terms? Facultative means which is not essential, and obligatory means which is mandatory. Now, during enzymatic reaction, what happens? Enzyme reacts with the substrate, forms enzyme substrate complex, which is further broken down to enzyme and product. Now, the formation of enzyme substrate complex is of course an obligatory one. If an enzyme substrate complex is not formed, then how would the product be formed? So, the right answer is it's an obligatory and transient formation. That means option B is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 2 of the Quizology session 1. Which of the following is an example of passive immunity? Option A, antigen administration. Option B, oral polio vaccine. Option C, infection. And option D is colostrum. Now, ma'am is not going to help you out. You'd have to write the answer in the comment section. So, ma'am will be waiting for your answer. So, this is our question number 3. Which of the following is not used in PCR? You all know that PCR stands for polymerase chain reaction. So it has been asked that which of the following is not used in PCR. My dear students, while solving questions in your NEET exam, please be very much careful. Please be very much attentive. Because if you miss this particular word, not, you will not be able to answer the question correctly. Okay. So, which is not used? Option A says stack polymerase. Option B says two sets of DNA primers. Option C says helicase and option D says denaturation at a temperature of 94 degrees Celsius. Now see, we all know that Taq DNA polymerase, that is a thermostable DNA polymerase enzyme which works at a very high temperature and which is obtained from, yes, Thermus aquaticus bacteria. That is very important part of PCR, and two sets of DNA primers are also used. Denaturation at a temperature of 94 degrees Celsius, yes, it is required during PCR because for the sake of separating the two strands of DNA, what you should do, you should break the hydrogen bonds, right, which are actually responsible for keeping the two strands of DNA together. So in order to separate the strands, you have to break the hydrogen bond. So here during PCR, that breakage of hydrogen bond is done by the application of very high temperature, that is 94 degrees Celsius, and we call this step as denaturation, and yes, this is done. But helicase enzyme is not used during PCR. Okay, so option C is the right answer. Now I have a question for the students. Can you tell me where do you find the use of helicase enzyme? Let me just give you a hint. It's related to central dogma. Okay. Now please write the answer in the comment section if you know the answer. Moving on to question number 4. Question number 4 says, if the plasmid in bacteria does not have any insert, then in presence of chromogenic substance it gives. Now you know that chromogenic substrate means substrate that produces color. Chroma means color. Okay. Option A, blue colored colonies. Option B, colorless colonies. Option C, both A and B. And option D says insertional inactivation of beta galactosidase enzyme. Now again, this is a question for my dear students. Please write the answer in the comment section. Again, ma'am is giving you a challenge. This is question number 5 and this is the last question of today's session. Which of the following method of contraception is effective only up to a maximum period of 6 months following parturition? Now you all know parturition means the process of giving birth to the child. The options given are copper T, option A, option B LNG20, option C lactational amenorrhea, option D coitus interruptus. And yes, you all know the answer and this is directly taken from NCERT. The answer is option C, that is lactational amenorrhea. Okay. So yes, that's it for today's session.